Hey guys, I'm Rocket. Welcome to my channel, and in this video we're gonna go over 3 reasons why you should be playing BDO in 2025. Whether you're a new player or a returning player, I think 2025 is gonna be the year that PA gets it right. Let's get to it. And just to put it out there, this is not sponsored by PA in no way, shape, or form. PA probably doesn't even know I exist. I'm just a guy that enjoys the content and I just want to see this game succeed. Alright guys, remember as you're watching this video, this is my opinion, right? At any point during this video you don't like what I'm saying, you disagree for some reason or another, drop a comment. I would love to read. I read all my comments. So I literally read all my comments. Alright, back to it. Okay, so I've been playing this game for a very long time, right? Way back 2016 when you needed the little lantern. It was nighttime, it was super dark, you couldn't see anything, and you needed to refuel the oil, remember that? I've seen the game go through many changes and a little more backstory so just understand where the game is actually right now. A few years ago, PA had a really strong push to bring an influx of new players in. They reached out to a bunch of content creators and publishers on the internet to, just kind of push to drive traffic to the game. The game was flooded with new people, and those people left. For one reason or another, whether it was too hard, they didn't get it, it wasn't their thing, it just kind of died off. And then just last year, PA made major changes to the Nodewar scene, creating a huge uproar in the PvP community, creating another mass exodus of BDO. That tanked the player base by almost 50%, but those numbers seem to be coming back in just the recent weeks. Fast forward now to 2025, reason number 1 why I think PA might have been getting it right now is because they show that they care. So since that time where they took that lesson of everyone exiting the game, they have been making constant updates, sometimes to the detriment of veteran players, to help the new players come in and progress much faster. They've smoothed out this seasonal aspect of the game, which back then wasn't as smooth, right? Now you get into the game, it feels a lot better. They're doing all sorts of things to help new players. They give you more experienced seasonal servers, they give you more skill points, they give you a beginner's infinite potion as soon as you get out of seasonal, and they give you more gear so you can progress to later areas of the game much faster. So they seem to be caring about, that new player experience where everyone knew it was just tough. Like sometimes me as a veteran player, I wanted to get my friends to play, but I was like, no, it's too hard to start. They won't have a chance. They won't enjoy it. I've been playing for so long. Even I can't catch up with some of these people. And now you get people coming in just a few months. They're in the end game. Okay, just 1 second. Quick note. If I could stop it right there. For all my new players, if you're coming to this game and you feel frustrated, you don't know what to do, because I was there too, right? You come into this game, there's so much to do. There's so much to see. You want to do it all at one time. I wouldn't recommend that. If this video gets 1,000 likes, I will make a full guide from 0 to 16.1 on how to properly enter the game and progress in a way quickly and efficiently so you can actually enjoy some of the content. If you don't like your class or something else, you have a backup. A lot of times people pick a class up at the start that just looks good or something that they might like. They play it, they don't like it, they give up. You spent 20 hours doing something that you didn't like, of course you're gonna give up. I can help with that. All right, reason number 2. They seem to care about us and they're listening. Wait. Don't get all crazy. Just chill, just 1 minute. Over these last few weeks, just since the ball, we've seen the trajectory of where they want to go. And to me, I took it as they've made a turn. They smoothed out the new player experience. And now their resources are being allocated to fixing our content, right? More end game, more stuff for the veterans. We've seen CODS rods come in. That's fixed the Deadeye issue. Now we're not gated by Deadeye. Just me, a person that barely grinds. I hate grinding for the life of me. If I never have to grind again, I would never want to grind. I've gone up almost 20-25 gear score in just a few weeks, and I don't grind, right? Now they've made the progression a lot more smoother, where before it felt like this unreachable goal, this hurdle that I will never access because I would grind for 2 or 3 months. I'll grind maybe 5 hours a week, right? So getting to 300 billion is something impossible. By the time I get 11,000 crons, that's gonna take me a couple months of work. That goes 1 tap, 2 taps if I put a little more effort, just to go down the drain. That didn't feel good. Now, those 11,000, 20,000 crons makes a huge difference. I'm not blowing 30,000 crons in 3 taps. I'm blowing 30,000 crons in 15 and 10 taps. And I'm seeing my gains go up. It makes a difference to the quality of life, because now I feel like all my grinding and efforts are paying off. They've also reduced the horse taps. They've reduced the pen taps. In the last year, they've brought in the ancient anvil system. I tapped my pen Black Star 84 times since 2022 October. It never went. I just got it a few weeks ago because I had 22 attempts saved up from all these taps that I made. I spent so much time, literally over 500 billion, to tap this one item that never went. And now, people will never have to go through that. They've introduced better life gear. They've updated trading. They've updated fishing. They've updated cooking. They're gonna update the rest of the life skills, probably, if they continue on the same trend. So the game is improving for the better. Just take fishing for example. Now you can make billions fishing a night. That's gonna help a ton of people, new players and old players alike. Okay, so they're valuing our time. Even in the ball, you know, they're coming out with these new grind zones where it looks like they're gonna be increasing what veteran players can make an hour. Just in the last year, people say, oh, they don't give us content to grind as, you know, as endgame players. We don't have nowhere to grind. This is boring. Everything is stale. So they gave us soul. They gave us a whole boss blitz. They gave us a party boss blitz. What's the gear going to be used for? We saw the roadmap. It looks like we have areas that we're going to need gear for now. That was one of the big issues that veteran players had. Our gear didn't mean nothing. It looks like they're trying to address that as well. So they seem to be in the right track. Will we get all that stuff this year? Probably not, but you know, maybe 2026. And from what they did last year, they do a lot. I'm not gonna hold PA. PA, as far as content updates, 3 new characters last year: the Scholar, the Dosa, the Deadeye, all while doing the Dekia spots and the Party Blitz. Hey, don't say that PA does not try. They do try. Other publishers just throw out the same game, put a new number on it, and say, hey, look, it's a brand new game. We changed these 3 things. Pay $70, pay $150 for essentially the same greenwash content. Okay, now reason number 3, and this one is the one that excites me the most: the hardcore server. As a PvP player, me, if it wasn't for AOS, this game would be absolutely dead to me. Now I'm just gonna take a moment here and talk directly to PA. Get this right. Get this right. You get this right. I'm gonna hand you the keys right now. And if at some point you guys disagree with what I'm about to say, let me know. But I think the hardcore server, at least for me, as a warlogger and a person that just wants to PvP all the time, this is it. I want PvP content that helps me progress. I want PvP content that is fun and accessible. I want to be able to log into the game and go PvP against other people. The only thing I have right now is AOS and RBF. RBF is dead. That's usually not there. AOS is the only thing, and I don't even know when people are queuing up. So I just queue up and hope people are queuing up. If PA gets the hardcore server right, I'm giving you the keys right now, PA. Listen, this is the solution to the one thing they've gotten wrong for years. We want to PvP, we want to progress while PvPing. Node wars are difficult, sieges are even more difficult. Wars of the Roses, you keep on going the same direction. Bigger battles, make it more crazy. Oh my god, yet I don't want to be playing one mode for 5 hours or 4 hours or 3 hours. If I want to get in and just play for 1 hour or 2 hours because that's all the time I have available to me, I should be able to do that. The hardcore server can solve all of that. Make it accessible to everyone, which you're doing. You're being thrown into this desert area where there's mobs that you can kill. You take their points, great. This is fun. This is a fun arena type. I love it. Make it worth our time. Make it open and accessible. So when people do want to play it, they can. There'll be hot times, there'll be low times. And if people just want to do that all the time, great. That means people are having fun. They're enjoying your content, which is what we want. Make it a PvE, PvP arena type mode, like at another arena of Solaire where they go into queues of people. They fill up a lobby, they get sent there. They're there for 30 minutes, they're there for an hour. But make it profitable and make it enjoyable. Don't make it last 2 hours. And I personally feel like 2 hours is hard. I remember doing Node Wars. Some of those 2-hour fights just felt like they lasted forever. It was almost agonizing just being in that fight over and over and things not progressing. Maybe 30 minutes, maybe 45, maybe an hour. Some people might not have 2 hours to play the full 2 hours. It's cool that you could go in and, you know, solo fight everyone, but you know, there's people with friends that want to maybe queue up with other friends. Make it a party thing. Maybe a team of 3 or a team of 5 goes in there. Maybe there's people that just want to do solos. Giving people the freedom to just get into the game and access that mode is huge. Maybe even let trial characters get into the hardcore server. people don't have to grind and, you know, just learn your class, and if you have a class set up, you just go and do it. Like that, people don't actually need the character leveled up, but they can go and try it to see if they like it. I remember going into RBF as a Sage on my trial character back in the day when Sage was just released, because it had better gear than I did at the time. So I would go in there and perform better so I can get an idea of what this class would feel like, and it was fun. If I could get a mode where I could take my trial in there, literally trial the class, that'd be great. And to wrap it all up for the hardcore server, make it worth our time. Since I've started playing BDO, PvP has never paid off. Me spending hours in a GVG had no progression towards my game. Me spending hours in a Siege was not worth it. Make it worth it. If you stay in there for the full hour, you get 2 billion so plus the trash loot, which is worth 500, a billion more. Make it the best money in the game. At least for me, PvP is the most funnest part of the game. And everybody that plays BDO will agree that the combat in the game is the best combat in the industry so far. Make it worth people's time, because if people are having fun and also being rewarded for having fun, they will continue to do it. I mean, that makes sense to me, right? If you're coming into BDO in 2025, or if you're playing BDO right now, if I could give you one important lesson that I've learned from playing this game for almost 10 years, is that you have to enjoy the journey of BDO. It's about the journey, it's not about the finish line. Find a guild, bring friends along, and create memories that you're gonna remember 20 years down the line and still be like, yeah, I still remember that time way back when on BDO. Because that's when I've had some of the most fun in BDO, enjoying this game with other people. Don't try to do everything all at once. Pick one life skill, pick one character, take it slow. Remember, it's about the journey. Okay guys, if you stuck around this whole time, thank you so much. I'm excited for 2025 for BDO. I think this is the year they're finally gonna get it right. Looking at the timeline for the things that they have come up, I don't agree with all of it, but I agree with a lot of it. And all these new players that are coming in now are gonna have a much better time playing this game. I think BDO is making the right steps 10 years down the line. We'll say 10 years down the line, but they are taking the right steps now to have a better game and a better product as a whole for their genre. That wraps it up. Remember, this is my opinion, so at any point you disagree, drop a comment, let me know. I do have a PvP guide coming out for the Deadeye. That class has been difficult for me as a tank to get it right. And with that, guys, I would love to wish you a blessed 2025. Y'all have a good one, man. Take it easy. Peace.